Yep.
Where are you?
Right here.
Ah, yes. Holy shit, that's heavy.
Just so you know, these things are screwed into the side, not to the top stop. They're screwed into the side stops.
What are you talking about?
The things that hold the blinds.
Oh, okay.
So you gotta take them out.
Okay.
Now,
Are they long screws?
long enough that you need to take them out.
Okay. So which ones are we doing? I know that one.
This one, the one over there,
Uh-huh.
and there are two in the room opposite of this one. Yeah, that room. Behind the couch.
Yep.
Can I have your spoon chisel?
Yeah, I gotta move my truck up.
Let me just grab your spoon chisel real quick. Thank you.
Yeah. And, okay. Did I grab the... Yeah, I did.
Take your time. We only got 4 windows today. It should be a piece of cake.
Is that what your other said, is that it?
He said there are 4 windows today.
Okay. Did he get to do the railings? Are they all stained and sanded and stained?
No, he hasn't gotten to that yet.
Oh, so we'll be doing that then when we're done here.
Probably.
Is that a camera on?
Yes.
Okay, good to know. Alright, I'll be right back.
One, two. Oh, it's missing one. Okay.
Okay, good. That's done. So your camera's set up exactly where
I know.
I need to work.
I know.
So.
Do you want to want me to help you move the couch in the other room so you can start in there? Or?
Right now, I'll set up a move the stuff from on top of the table and I'll move the chair. I'll go in there and I'll start to move all the stuff in there. Then once you get out the sashes, I'll cut the spring bronze. I think I have enough for a couple of windows. Your father's going to grab some more.
He went to the co-op to go get some more spring rods.
Yep. So do that. 4 of these bad boys, we should be done by noon-ish.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Ooh, excuse me. Oh man, what a freaking morning already.
Say again?
I said, what a morning already.
Right.
I had an issue at home with my
So I heard.
with my mother. Ridiculous. Alright, I'll leave that alone.
Returned it.
That's what I forgot to grab. I forgot to grab the turning key. that I should know about this job? Something extra that we're doing? Something we're not doing?
I don't know whether or not. So here, let me show you on this.
I learned this way.
See this thing right here? I don't know if we're taking this off or leaving this on yet.
So leave that on. But aside from that, there's nothing. Oh, this is just wood. Alright.
Do you have a scale?
Yeah,
You
it's
do.
right. It's right.
All right, good. I'm gonna weigh this. I'm gonna weigh this thing.
2, 3, 4. It's one room. This is the other room.
£14.5. I'm gonna put this right here. Damn painters. You have a garbage bag in here?
I do.
Oh, fantastic.
I yelled when I was driving away. I was yelling. I'm like, no. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, how now, brown cow? A lot of 8/8. That's nice.
Oh, it's painted in from both sides. Oh, good.
A little trick that I do
Huh?
is I pull down, whatever I can.
Hey, put it in right there.
Nope. And then I go to the corner. I hit the corner up. Go to that corner. I hit it up. I work it down a little bit, and I repeat, and it does.
Really?
Yeah, it works.
Let's see what it can do. Just go ahead and take your measurement. You stand on the other side of that, so the camera can get what you're doing.
52. Is that good?
Yeah, it's good.
53. That's about 53.
53.
And this one over here, is that 53? Now, do you know why I did that so you can explain it to the camera? That is nuts.
I wasn't planning on explaining anything to the camera.
Oh, okay.
that's fun.
I'm getting some weird readings here. Did that trick work?
I didn't do that trick. I used my trick.
Oh.
It worked pretty well.
54 and 5/8. Is this one the only one that's not the same? That'd be weird. Nope. They're all the same. Good. Good.
Nasty.
So where's my pencil here?
Gotta weigh this.
So this one is 28.
What? This one weighs less?
Maybe got some glass replaced.
Yeah, maybe.
8 inches.
It's not even by like 2 pounds. It's by more than that. So that'll be 12 pounds.
So what was the first one? Oh, it's
It's right there.
Yeah.
14 and a half.
Did you say that was 12?
12, yeah.
2 pounds. 2.5 pounds.
Not a huge difference, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah, and this one's shorter, so sometimes they're shorter.
Alright, this one is 28
What
and a
matters
half.
is what kind of weights we have in here. This is a weird. These doors are weird.
How so? Uh-oh. Well, we can't rebuild doors today.
No, we can't.
Oh.
Look at that. They're just kind of. They're fine down here. They're just kind of funky up here.
Oh, yeah, they have a nail in.
Oh right, yeah. I've dealt with these before.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've dealt with these before.
Yep. That's 28. Those are 8. 27 minus 8, 19. This is 19.
Oh boy.
I need 2, 4, 6, 8 of them.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Yummy. Oh my goodness. My neck is still killing me today. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, on the bright side, I like 95% now. I feel much better.
Oh, that's good.
The lips still a little itchy and caked.
Little what?
Caked, you know how it's
Oh.
like when there's like constant moisture there and it just
Yeah.
dries out? It's the worst.
Let's see, this is 28. You know,
So
I'm
this
gonna
is the front sash.
see. I don't have much left. I might as well just cut a window at a time. Oh, you know what? I think I might have plenty. I didn't realize. Quarter. Hey, do you have the tape there?
Do I have a tape?
Yeah.
Sure.
Can you measure from the casing to where the pardon bead goes in, and give me that number?
Like from right here?
I can't see from there. No, from the casing.
The case.
Casing is this
Oh, that casing, yeah.
to where the pardon bead goes. Well, what's that?
That is 1 and a very strong 4th. 1 and a strong 4th.
1 1/4. I don't know if this is gonna. Maybe I need to use the 1 1/8. Hold on a second. Is this gonna work?
It'll work.
No, that's tight.
Kind of.
Let me see what I have for 1 1/8. I'll call you if instead. I don't think 1 1/4 is good.
Stupid lathe and plaster. Whoa. What is with the shape of this? Monster. Should have said outer casing. Oh, of course.
Can I see something real quick?
Sorry, what now?
Let me see something real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Much better. This is 1 1/8. And I'm almost out of this. Your father's grab more of this stuff too. Alright.
He knows exactly what to get. He knows everything we need to get.
Yeah, I just got off the phone.
Okay.
I told him that everything's 1 1/4, and 1 1/8 would work better. So he's grabbing 1 1/8.
So you might have to, when you're taking a weight out, you might have to like cut this back a little bit so that it fits out here. I did cut a little groove right here to get this thing out. Because it's lathe and plaster here and someone's already cut that back to make everything fit, so it's weird.
That's not good. Okay.
And this was the front weight.
28 and a half.
No one sees it. It doesn't have any functional.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, it was just... There's another way to deal with that, but yeah. Men, anyways, to deal with all problems. And then what's this? 19. So got to play PUBG last night.
Yeah, with the week before again?
Yeah, I finally got everybody to come online at the same time.
This,
Finally.
these weights are not, one of them is smaller than the others. I don't know if it weighs differently, but it certainly looks like it does.
Look at that, just enough for one window. Good.
Yeah, just enough for one window. That's good. Alright, so. Do these have any markings on them? Oh, this one says 8. That's good. It says 8.
Does it look cut?
No, it's not. This one says 8.
Good.
This one says nothing.
That's not good. Come on.
This one says 7.
Now, the one that says nothing, does it look like it's around the same size?
That's the 7? No, not a chance.
Not at all. So three of them say 8?
No,
Two-
two of them
two
say 8.
one
One
says
says
7.
nothing, one says 7. And that's a problem because those... Does one of those say 16? I thought I had a 12 and a 14 and a half.
12 and 14 and a half. Yep.
So all of these are 1 pound too heavy. Wait. That's the weight I got for the back sash.
So that's good then.
That makes no sense because these are 8-pounders.
Unless they're not marked.
They're not labeled
correct-
properly.
correctly.
Hold on a second. So, 14.8. Here, pass me the back sash. That sash right there. 14.8. What? Now it weighs less than before. Huh? 13.8. Well, these are for the front sash anyway, so you want to pass me the front sash and see if that weighs 14.8 on this scale?
Let me put this down.
Yeah. Well, this says 18.2.
So those 8-pounders will work on what is at the top, and that's the bottom
This
sash.
is the bottom sash. So the front sash weights will work on the back sash.
Okay, let's move that around.
Let's find out how much these other ones weigh.
So these, that one, and that one will work there.
Yeah, pass me those things. I have no idea what this is, but
Maybe it's spot on.
this one 0.6 versus so that's what, 6 pounds right there?
6 pounds. That's. So
And
far,
what's this
that's
one?
A 7. You
What's
said
this one? 6 pounds. Hold on.
a pound is within tolerance.
Yeah.
So
This is
they were back.
this one's 7 pounds.
So they were in backwards.
Yes, they weren't
Isn't it-
backwards.
Isn't that weird?
No, it's not weird. Not if someone came and tried to refurbish this before us. Which it looks like someone did, just by looking inside the stops. Look, it looked like someone cut away some of the lath and plaster so they could get the weights in.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like someone's been in here before.
Interesting. All right.
So they just
I'll,
reversed the weights by mistake.
Chain this.
Sure?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start on the next one.
Yeah.
But these two are not the same. One's a 6, one's a 7.
Then this is the 7. So I'll.
Oh, wait a second. The quote unquote 8-pounders will work for the one that weighs less, right?
You
So-
have one that weighs 16, right?
No, I have one that weighs 12.
That's the top sash.
So the two heavier ones, with me on the scale, weighed 213 and a half, whereas this weighed 212 and a half, something like that. It was basically. Hold on.
I thought the top sash was spot on. You reweighed
Yes.
weighed
Yes,
the
the
top
top
sash was
sash-
16. Is that
No,
the
I
top-
didn't
top
actually
sash?
reweigh that. the sash itself, I reweighed it compared with me on it. Hold this
Yeah.
for a second. So right now, okay. So this is 13 pounds. This is 13 pounds.
All right, so what's that one then?
That's a good question.
This is what I have in
I
my
think this
hand
one
is
weighs
the top
more.
sash.
This one weighs more, that's the problem. Right? The heavier pounds work with the ones that weigh less. So we can do
13 pounds is exactly what that is. And that's the top sash.
this one weighs 15 pounds.
And now what?
So 13 and 15. Pass
Yeah.
throw me my Sharpie so I can make these corrections. It's on my sweatshirt. So this is 15. And this is 13.
the
And
6 and the 7 is 13. And the way to fix the little bit of a lopsidedness
is that a
is-
slip on?
no.
Oh,
the spring bronze.
Springing out more on that side.
Yeah.
Um,
And then this is 15, so those 2 8s is 16, 1 pound is
I'm still confused though,
this is
because
the
how is it
tolerance.
possible that the heavier weights work with the one that weighs less, and the ones that weigh the weights that weigh less work with the ones that weigh more? I don't understand that. So I need to grab the weights again because I don't understand what's going on. So here are the heavy ones that claim that they are 8s but are actually 7s.
No, I thought you said they weigh 16 pounds. That's what you said. The small ones were 6 and
They
7,
weigh-
and these two were 16.
They weigh 15 pounds. So these work with
So
the
fine.
front sash.
Right.
Okay, yeah, no, so we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. We're good. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we good now?
We're good.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure. I think I confused myself there.
All right. So, excuse me. I will help you move this so you can start on that.
Sure.
I will give you back your drop cloth.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you want to move things?
We can turn this off temporarily.
Now, is that going to film me?
Yeah.
Finishing up?
Yeah.
And we're only doing this for one.
So we're only doing it for
window?
one window.
Is it on now?
It is on now.
I won't say the reason why.
We can talk about Westworld and put a disclaimer: Westworld spoilers. Don't watch if you haven't seen first episode, season 2.
I'll give.
You want to just give it to me?
Take that.
Okay. You want to empty it out first, or just bring it over? Yeah, we can empty it out later.
Bring it over because I'm gonna
Yeah.
scrape the stops near you.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. So what did you think about Westworld?
That was pretty good.
I love those the skinless guys that were
Oh,
just doing
yeah.
the
Yeah.
repairing of whatever. Oh, this is so cool looking.
I liked. I really liked Dolores's dialogue. She basically, her perspective is the same as our perspective, right? Like they're different from us. They won't accept. We won't accept them, right? Like just.
So what do you think? Where do you think the island is? Where all the world where the park is?
Oh, you mean where in our world it is?
Where on the planet?
I don't know.
I think it's somewhere near an Asian continent.
Probably.
Because you remember
Ooh.
in the beginning.
Look at this.
What? Pull
But then this whole thing comes off, yeah?
No, then leave it.
Okay.
Just work
around it, yeah, okay.
You're also gonna have a problem with at the bottom. You see there's a weather strip on the bottom.
I see it.
So I would try to
What do you mean, the weather strip is right here also?
Oh.
You got one also. I just left it.
Okay. Good. Okay. I think. Sorry. In the beginning, you remember that bald guy was talking to the Asian military man? The very beginning.
Very first episode?
No,
I don't
of this episode. The first episode of
Don't remember.
season 2.
Don't remember.
Well, I thought that was a big clue as to where the park is located.
Possibly.
So yeah. And if you listen closely to the dialogue, that how the hell's the blonde one's name?
Dolores?
Yeah. If you listen to her dialogue, I think that she's trying to hint around. You know, she's saying that the game ends. The game ends with them.
Yeah.
And I also think because of past episodes that they're gonna try and conceive a baby.
Oh, you mean like
They're
make one themselves, procreate?
Yeah. They're gonna somehow figure it out. And I think that's what that guy that died. You know, the partner of the guy who created the.
Yeah, but like I mentioned last time we had this conversation, we don't know if he actually died, right? It could have just been a host of him.
Oh, the one that died at the end of season 1?
Right, we don't know if he actually died,
No,
if that was actually him.
No, because they turned him around. You know, when they searched the party there, they turned him around and he had some flies on him.
Uh-huh.
So that means that he was human.
What, the maggots and flies?
That would show that he was real.
Oh.
Because
I didn't catch that.
the flies and stuff wouldn't be around the machines, right?
Not unless the flies were programmed to do that.
Jesus, you think they made little robot flies too?
I don't remember the robot flies, but they certainly made robot cows and robot dogs and cats and all the other wildlife. Why not robot flies?
Because that's crazy amount of stuff.
That's what's weird about. That's what's so unrealistic about this. Robot flies. That's what you find unrealistic about this show.
Yeah. The flies. It's going too far.
Machines somehow getting back data that was erased and gaining consciousness and the level of technology. That's what you find that all probable.
Yes.
But you don't find robotic flies plausible.
Exactly. I think because in that world, I would think it would be pointless to make thousands, if not millions, of robot flies.
Maybe. But what if their technology is so advanced that it's just so cheap, and there's no reason not to, right? It's just so easy to do it.
I don't know.
What if you want to have like an infestation as part of a storyline?
Well, I guess you could.
Like a plague of locusts or something, you know?
I don't know. Somebody that would be like, all right, I want the plague of locust storyline, please.
Or maybe you have a backstory and one guy has a really stinky horse or something.
Maybe.
I just remembered something that I saw. It's very funny. It was a subtitled picture-by-picture interview with the actor who plays Sam in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And he was saying, basically, people keep asking him, with all the running around that he's doing and all the how is he still fat?
Oh.
And his response was, you have dragons, zombies, and the ability to steal people's faces, and that's what you find. That's what you find unrealistic. That Sam's still fat.
Samuel Tyler. I can't wait for that to come back. It'll be so good. I hope it's gonna be so good. These shows just have the hardest time ending. It's just they just.
They're gonna have a bunch of spin-off series, aren't they?
I hear that they're gonna have 7.
You think they're gonna do one on Stannis?
Stannis Baratheon.
Yeah, it seems like. People were talking about that on Free Folk Online. Like,
And
do a Stannis.
And when the hell would it take place? Would it
In
take
the
place
past.
after the TV show? Would it
No,
take place
before.
Before?
Before. I mean, I assume that at least some of them are gonna be prior to, right?
Yeah. I really wish they had
I want a side story on the Faceless Men. That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. In the books, they're really cool too. I also want. What the hell's her name? What the hell's her name?
Oh, the one who committed like 13 soldiers to the Battle of the Bastards?
No.
Because she's kick-ass. She's the best.
The Stark there. The
Arya?
No. The mother.
Oh. Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. In the book, she comes back to life, and she goes on her own little crusade. And I wish that they had that in the show.
But you said that in the book she killed the female knight of Troth or something Brianna Troth. That's it.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, but she's also kick-ass. I don't want her to die. I want her. Like that scene with her fighting Arya. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was.
If she had died, then we never would have gotten that scene.
That's true. Did you hear about the theories in that scene?
Yeah. What about it?
Did you hear about the woman in the background?
No.
Yeah.
There was a woman in the background watching that fight scene.
Yeah, that looked like Arya's mother.
Oh.
How did you get this one out?
Get what one out?
The 8 pound.
With difficulty.
Okay.
Lots of difficulty.
Now, did you take it out from the top first or the bottom? You go from the top, take it out,
No.
or slide it out from the bottom?
I slid it out from the bottom.
Good to know. Thank you. Oop. Don't want to hit the chain.
Do you think Arya will be able to steal the face of a White Walker?
And that would be cool.
Oh, he's back.
Alright, let's see what the measurement is for this thing. Where's the famous words go? Where's the tape?
Timeless question.
This
Timeless
is
question.
15 inches to the hole. Ooh, just a minute. You know what? I'm gonna give it a little bit. That just made it. I don't like that. Let's give it a little bit more.
So this subreddit, Free Folk, it's one of the 3 Game of Thrones subreddits. The other 2 I'm not actually subscribed to. But it's pretty funny. People will take scenes and then put in their own subs.
Uh-oh. There you go.
And there's this one where
Thank you.
Box
They
of
took
1
this-
1/8 and the box of 1 1/4.
Thank you. I adjust enough 1 1/8 for one window.
Alright, perfect. Alright,
and there's this one
see you
where
guys later.
Oh hey, when we're done, we grab for the check.
No, because we're coming back tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or, I'll take care of that. Thanks. This has some kinks in it. You know, you might as well use new stuff. See, is that gonna make a difference?
When it's all straight and stapled?
No. Okay, that's fine.
Dad, you're standing in the camera's view.
Alright,
Maybe a movie star.
see you later.
Yeah.
So yeah. So there's this one where someone took the scene where John's meeting Daenerys for the first time in the Dragon Throne,
Uh-oh.
and
I think it's
Davos says something. This is the sub that someone put in. Davos says something, and John just turns to Davos and says, "Are you hitting on Daenerys for me?"
Is that what you're doing? Oh hey, don't forget to scrape this here. These here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just hadn't got to it when you took over from me.
No, it's fine.
I'm rewatching Berserk on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might actually start picking up the manga this time because it's been a while since there have been new episodes.
You know that place I pointed out when we were driving to that refurb job on whatever day that was?
You mean the one
the
in
Econo
Fresh Pond area?
No, in Kemmel Square.
In Kendall Square?
Kenmore.
Kenmore. Well, you had mentioned it. I don't think you pointed it out to me. Oh, yeah. You couldn't have pointed it out to me, remember? Because of where I was sitting?
Well, that place sells a ton of mangas. They have like a lot there.
So here's the problem with manga in the U.S. You know, it hasn't caught up to the anime industry, and you cannot get the most recent manga in the U.S. in English unless you get it illegally. You can't keep up with the story. You have English simulcast now on Crunchyroll, which was unheard of even just 5 or 6 years ago.
Really?
And so, you know, it's possible to stay up to date with your chosen anime without doing illegal things. But it is impossible to do it with manga currently. Most manga.
Interesting. Well, yeah, I just thought I'd point out that they had a pretty good selection, you know. If you're ever trying to find something, that place was huge. Where are those screws? Oh, never mind. Actually, were there screws for the doors?
I handed them to you.
Nope.
I put them down somewhere near you.
This is for the stops.
Oh, for the doors. That
Oh,
I got.
wait.
There are two in there that are different.
Never mind. I take it back. Take it back. Yeah, because I went to that comic book store because my goddaughter, she reads that stuff and grabbed herself for her birthday last year. That's how I know of it. I still have to get to the sports trading card store. Whoa. Still have to do that.
Guest room 1.
Wow.
So 15.
Oh, don't forget to scrape the stops too.
I won't. Did you
This is my vacuum.
still gotta scrape those on? Oh no. He didn't want to do that part on camera for some reason.
What?
Scraping the stops. I don't know why he didn't want to do that on camera.
Oh, you found it.
Yeah.
This thing's heavy. I'm gonna pick this up.
Fucking painters. So few know what they're actually doing. Just paint in the windows. It looks like someone already tried to open this up once and did a number on the sash and the stop. Want to come take a look when you get the chance?
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, what do you got?
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, look, so it looks like someone did this thing here, here, and here.
Certainly does.
Yeah. So I want to let you know that's not me.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right. There's a spring bronze.
This thing isn't budging.
You think the rope's stuck?
No, I don't think that at all. I think it's just painted in from both sides. Oh, there we go.
I'm surprised at how much we have left.
Got it. Certainly was painted in from both sides.
Like I was saying earlier, I finally got the whole squad to play at the same time.
Yeah?
It was
Pretty sweet.
It was really fun. Really fun. We didn't win, but you know, we had fun doing it.
Where does this need to be scraped? Where's my scraper? It's in here.
There you go. That's how you do.
I got a scraper.
That's how you do. String runs. String runs 101.
Look at all this nonsense the painter's got there. Idiot painters.
Okay. Now, farting bead.
You just said farting bead? Farting bead.
Yeah, it's new. It's brand new. It just came out.
Go buy it over. Good vibrations.
Good vibration. Yeah. So 2, 4, 6, 3 windows. Where's the 1 1/8? Right there. I hate these boxes that they package this stuff and they always fall apart.
Didn't we used to have that weird jig that my dad made.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
boy.
we still have it.
We just don't use it.
Well, we haven't had a really
Big refurb job.
exactly, and that's what that's for.
Yeah.
The big ones like this, you know, I could just
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
But if
yeah.
you're doing a 20 windows, you're gonna want that.
exactly. I don't want to be down on my knees all freaking day. Cut these. 20 windows. It's 2 windows. So when it comes to stain, can you stain or smell gets
Depends on the
gets you?
stain. I mean, sometimes if it's outdoors and it's not so bad, I can tolerate it. But never indoors with no ventilation. It's just not possible.
Gotcha. Actually, come to think of it, if we do need the stain today, can we? Because we have to do it inside, and the kids are sleeping.
There's a. Oh. Oh.
I don't know. That's your father's call.
You're talking about the railing.
Yeah.
Well, warn me if you do, because I'm gonna have to close my vent because I can hear everything down there. So I assume I can smell everything too.
I'm gonna assume you and I are gonna sand.
That makes sense.
And then when it comes to stain, it's gonna be me. But yeah, we usually stain outside. Obviously, you can't do that today. Unless we do it in place when we're done. Could do that. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. Done with spring boards. I keep a log of all the reef inventory that I have.
Yes, of course.
I just had to update it a little bit. Because I gave him back the 1 3/4. He returned, the 1 3/8. He returned that. Because we barely used
Right,
that.
of course.
Although I'd like to have it just in case, but it's alright. Not a big deal.
You gonna put those the sashes back on?
Of course. Like I said, I was updating my reef inventory. I still have to do
Spring mounts for the other windows?
the parting bead.
Oh, right, of course. Whoa, okay. supposed to say 7. the stuff that goes back in his truck on the porch rather than putting it in my vehicle, because my vehicle's going straight to the parking spot. I assume you're going by the house afterwards.
Yeah, but it's not. Where is it gonna go in my truck?
Well, I figured we put the back and the back and the cord can go into the bed, but the
Well, it's raining out.
I figured that
Just stuff it in your van and just make it stop at your house.
Sure, step in my van.
Take this. Take that extension cord too.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, I'll wait till the next extension cord is free, so.
Oh, it is hitting. There's nothing real left to show except for screwing these back in.
Well, once you're done doing that, I'm gonna do the one finger thing.
The one finger thing?
Where I lift it up with one finger, push it back down with one finger. With ashes. Just to drive home the difference.
What I should have done. I should have had my pants lower so you see my ass crack the entire
I have to
time.
cut that all out.
Too bad I thought of that now. Oh well. So I guess we're coming back here tomorrow?
Yeah, for the handrail.
I thought we were doing that today.